When you take the time to recharge your mind and to sharpen the axe, you show up better for your spouse, for your job, for your children. Everything is better. It's so important, and it doesn't require wealth to do so. It just requires you to make a point, to make a goal, to take some time away from the things that are wearing you down. We've learned the importance of recharging in our relationship because everybody's better if you make the time to recharge.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Very true.
Yes. It is. It's, you're not one that's easy to take time to relax because you're a very busybody, but it just comes out. Like I know with me, if I'm stressed, and what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing. I am now.
Oh, what? What's so funny?
Nothing's funny.
Oh. Anyway, I was saying with me.
I'm just used to me laughing. Breaking out in laughter,
yes,
so it was funny. So, okay.
Anyway, I was trying to say, like with me, when I get stressed and overwhelmed with things that are totally opposite of what you would be stressed and overwhelmed over, I get more snappy and just edgy and cranky. And I remember there's been many, but one specific time, like how
more than one in 29 years.
If we're having like a big party or something, and I just feel I get everything has to be perfect. I have to have list after list of things to do and things to buy and whatnot.
We should ask a question.
What?
Anybody willing to answer? So if you tell us your response in the comments, I would love to know this.
What?
So every time we have company, your model is to clean everything and make it all perfect for guests to all come over and make a mess of. Floors, everything,
I just want it to
mop
look
the
nice.
floors, everything. I get that. My model
and I do it
is,
after too.
Why would we do that now? Why would you not wait till after? Now, I understand, tidied up, whatever, but why would you not clean up after instead of doing it right before and after? Which the right before is where all the contention comes from, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have, not anymore, I don't have to do tons of things before, but I used to be
it's still what gets you all sassy.
Oh yeah, I would be like.
So do you agree that it's better or makes more sense to clean up afterwards or before? I don't know, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a guys versus gals
Right.
thing. I don't know, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I'm sorry.
And I still have to clean afterwards too, obviously. But anyway, I get more stressed during those times because it's not just house stuff. It's all the things for the party, down to forks and knives and napkins. I have to have everything, details done. So I would get more I'm way better now than I used to be. But we used to get in arguments all the time because I'd be so stressed and snappy and short because I just had too much going on and overwhelmed by it and not taking the time to just chill and take a breath.
I never noticed.
Yeah. Anyway, I know that's kind of probably a silly example, but that's something that used to cause issues because I would just have so much. It was overwhelming that it would come out in other ways into you, to the kids, whatever. I'd just be more irritable and snappy because I just had too much going on.
I don't think it's a silly example. It's just that's when you're in freight train mode.
Yeah.
So.
And I've learned how to deal with. I don't
look out
do that
and
now.
leave her alone while you're doing that.
The first couple days before, leave me alone.
I just go do my own thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
So guys,
to do that.
if you want to know the secret sauce, disappear. Go do your own thing. Unless she's giving you a list of stuff to do, then that'd be different.
Now you have completely opposite stresses and things on you every single day. How do you, you're not easy, like I said, to just take time to relax and recharge.
I'm bad at it.
Yeah,
I just
really
am.
are.
Yeah, so, with what I do in the day-to-day, there's just not enough time for everything to get done. And it's not just me. I'm not saying that as in, poor me. There are people like that everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just, different stuff, different strokes for different folks. Everybody has different tasks and responsibilities. But in the things that I got my hands in, I could literally work from time you wake up till the time you go to bed.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I do. Just because that's what it takes to carry everything and keep emails and all the different things moving. I'm not so good at taking time to relax It's hard for me because I feel guilty, honestly. I feel like I'm neglecting my responsibilities, and it makes me anxious. So it's like this double-edged sword where, I want to take the time, but I feel it makes me anxious to take the time.
Yeah. You need, that's what I mean. You need to, it's necessary to de-stress sometimes. You just, you have a hard time just doing it. It's very rare.
I do. And, like we go to the lake a lot. Actually, not a lot. We used to. So we used to go to the lake a lot. We, would vacation there. And I would enjoy it. But anymore, it's like if we're there more than 2 days, I'm feeling, pressure, and I'm kind of bored. Yeah. Not that I'm not present, but it's just that I feel like I feel things building that I need to get back to. Yeah.
It causes you stress to relax.
It causes me more stress and anxiety to relax. So I'm trying to weigh out the two. Is it less stressful to not relax?
Right.
Or to relax? Now, I know the right thing to do, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting that you don't relax.
Yeah.
In fact, it's quite the opposite. Right. I'm just saying I'm bad at it.
It's hard for you.
It's hard for me. Yeah, and I need to get better at it. I know that. I'm working on it, but I have a lot of things in the fire, a lot of irons in the fire, as they say.
You always do.
So it's hard to pull away from it.
Yeah, and it's just, especially for mental health and clarity and things that you do every day, it's just like moms with little kids or dads with little kids, whatever, your job, your kids, your school, kids, need it too. With, school's overwhelming to a lot of kids. It's important for everybody just mentally.
They get the whole summer off.
Yes.
Give me a break.
But that's not during the 9 months that they have school,
It's the best time of their life.
I know. They have a lot on them.
3 months off.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But it's just important, just mentally, physically. It can make you sick. Stress, isn't good for you in general. So
I was we were at church today, and I was talking to one of the pastors, and I hadn't seen him in a bit. So I went up, gave him a hug, and just said hello. And we were talking, and he has a 6-week sabbatical planned for next year.
Crazy.
And I'm like, oh, man, bro. What? That's like my dream, I don't know that I could step away from everything that long. I know that I could, and things would be okay. It's me. The problem is me. It's not the companies or anything. Right. It's not my job or anything like that. It's literally me.
Yeah. What would you do with yourself?
I don't know. I
can't.
I'm like, man, that's like my dream is to just be in the place mentally where I can do that. And I will say this. Years ago, we took a vacation, and it was at the lake as well. Oh. And you obviously had something else you were thinking I was going to say, but you don't know what I was going to say.
Right.
Jamaica?
Cayman.
Cayman?
Oh, that too.
Cayman,
we went, it was just a very chill vacation. We didn't have a lot to do.
Yeah, that was nice. It was different.
Very much more relaxing. Jamaica was too.
Yes, I was going to say this.
Anyway,
this is just the lake. So those are really nice, and this is just the lake.
Yeah.
So what was nice about it was probably my longest vacation. It was like 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a big deal.
We had the kids there and everything, and man, it just started feeling like you became a little bit distant to work and the things going on. Yeah. Now, we did take it over July 4th, which is our slowest season, our part of the year every year. Yeah. So we always try to vacation, squeeze something in around that time. But I do recall this, and this is why I know that it's true. Besides all the science behind it and information behind it that's everywhere, that hey, it's super important to recharge your mind and as a whole. But when we were there for 10 days, at the end of that 10 days, I did not want to leave. Usually, by the end of day 4 from a vacation, I'm like, I'm starting to answer emails and I'm kind of getting back into it. I'm getting a little, short because I'm feeling the pressure anxious. Coming back. Yeah. And I'm already partially back before we've even left. Right. That was an amazing feeling. I've only done that once.
I was going to say, I don't remember you ever talking about that any other time.
Yeah. But it felt really, really good. And that was one of the only times where I recall feeling a sense of some recharge. Now
why?
I don't know. It's like we fell into a rhythm of our day to day, Now, the kids were all there. They were young enough that we had our daughters with us, so now they're kind of all different ways and everything else. So that makes a difference, being with your loved ones. But even without that, I know when I find these little spots to recharge, and it's not much for me. I'm still trying to learn how to do that and do it better, for sure. And I have some good friends who are very successful that do that, and they do it much better than me. Right. So I'm trying to learn from them, and they're a great example for me, but I'm just not there yet. But I know how important it is, because I also know that it changes how you show up,
right?
And how your relationships outside of that go, because it's not just recharge from work; it's recharge from everything.
Everything, right?
Yeah, and just kind of bring it down. I mean, sometimes, again, this pastor friend of mine was like, I'm even gonna try to pretty much not even use any digital.
Oh, they're gonna go all
anything
in.
Digital at all. I'm like, oh man, I can't even imagine. Like, it's like being on an island.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? Now, if you had a private chef too.
Oh, that'd be,
yeah, no, it'd be cool. Anyway, so I know that, it changes you, and I know that I've realized in some of the short spurts that we've had to recharge that we come back, we love each other better. Right. We're better parents. We just are more caring, and we're not as short. Right. We're more compassionate with each other. We give each other more grace. And then obviously, if you haven't seen any of our other videos, there's several talking on, the importance of forgiveness and relationship and growing your relationships and stuff in the mix, for sure. And it all kind of jumps into that same thing.
Right.
That's really where the biggest payoff is. So some mental clarity, but basically I think to make all the relationships around you healthier too.
Right, and we're not saying everybody needs to go on a vacation or anything like that to recharge. It could be just stopping and reading a book, or going for a walk, or just any little thing sometimes, just to clear your mind. Working out, people use a lot of different avenues that are just more simple during the day that they could do to de-stress.
I don't like working out.
Well, I don't either, but it's just part of our routine.
I don't.
Yeah.
I do it.
I don't enjoy
3 times
it.
a week, but I do not like it. I don't want to be there. I'm there for a reason. But what I do like, and there's probably some who would resonate with me, is, I'm a businessman during the day, and I'm running multiple businesses, but what I really enjoy, getting some tools in my hand, playing in the garage, wrenching on some toys out there, whatever. That to me pulls me away from, the sales calls, the emails and the business issues and all that stuff business related, which, I'm not complaining about it, but it really is what fuels me and kind of recharges me. And I don't even have to leave. So look, I clearly understand. So don't take this if you think that we're saying, you have to go on a real expensive vacation and take your time. If you can do that, great. Simple. Do it for sure. You only live once, but if you can, we had a long season where we had nothing. We had no extra. Money, no extra. We were going backwards just to buy groceries and pay for diapers and formula for a colicky baby. Yeah. So we get the challenges. We get it. But what I am saying is that, look, there are a lot of ways that you can recharge. Some of it is just by putting some exercise into your program, like walking, some daily walks, whatever else. That does a lot. That helps me. Yeah. Or maybe it's what they call now, that new term, staycation.
Yes.
Where what, you stay home?
You just stay in where you're from. You just stay in the state or the city.
You stay where you're from, whatever. But really, it's just about finding a way to sharpen the axe. And sharpen the axe just means, you've at some point you if you're the axe, you get dull, and you need to resharpen the axe. And taking time. One of the things we just did is we just took a nice vacation with some friends, close friends of ours. And we've done many vacations with them, but when you come back from vacation with them, they're just amazing people and you feel better. So that's that. Yeah,
it's just good all around for just general well-being in your life.
Yeah,
all your
so
relationships, everything.
If you're not implementing that into your health, wealth, and happiness package, you probably should sit down and make a plan, build some goals and how you can implement that, and I promise you, you will feel sharper, clearer, and the relationships around you will be better.